Okay, look, I'm sorry for the whole kidnapping mask thing, but we both know you wouldn't have listened to me otherwise. And I have got to tell you about Miss Julie by August Strindberg. So, Julie recently lost her fiance, and now I know I'm not getting pulled over.
Hi there. The reason I stopped you is your headlights out.
So Julie recently lost her fiance, and so now she's just kind of doing her own thing. She sleeps with her father's servant and then tries to run away with him, and he's totally into it because she's rich, he's poor, and like kind of wants to make his way up the social ladder, and she kind of just wants to like slowly slink down, you know, do whatever she wants. And so then he finds out she's poor, so he's not interested because he's only into rich people. So he calls it off, and then a whole bunch of stuff happens. They kind of plan it again, and then at the end she kills herself using her father's power, hypnotism. It's weird. I don't love the ending. We'll talk about that at the end, but that's our little summary for you. So let's talk about nature versus nurture. In this play, we explore this idea of, are you a product of your circumstances, or were you born this way? So August talks about it when Julie comes up and she's like, hey, my mom hated men, my mom was this and that, and she liked to sleep around and everything, so that's why she is the way she is. And then it comes up with the idea of nurture because he points out that her dad was absent and that he was never really around, didn't give a whole lot of affection, that's why she hates men. Hi, could I get 2 cheeseburgers, 2 McChickens, and a large root beer, please? Do you want anything? Julie's a promiscuous woman, whether it's because her dad was never around or she's her mother's child, whatever. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Let's get on to the real good stuff, her pets. So, her dog, Diana, fucked the gatekeeper's mongrel. Now, this idea kind of mirrors Julie because you have her high-class dog, Diana, which is actually Julie, and then you have the lower-class mongrel, who's actually Jean. Now, Jean, the mongrel, fucks Diana, who is actually Julie. Now, you kind of have like these two ideas of these lower-class, upper-class type of deals. So my favorite thing about Miss Julie has got to be to talk about class and sex. So we have these contrasting ideas of power. And this time you have Miss Julie, whose dad is rich. She's up here. She's got the high social status. And then you have Jean, who is down here. He's poor. He wants to bridge that gap. But Jean is a man, and men are up here, and Miss Julie's a woman, so she's down here. Jean wants to bridge the gap by, like, hooking up with her, running away, stealing her money, all that, to get up here. She doesn't have any money, so she stays on top. But then she sleeps with him. So then she gives him the power. So then Jean's up here, and she's down here. And then she makes fun of him and talks about his name and poor and all this, you know. So then she takes the power back from him. But then, you know, he like shuts down the whole running away thing, and then his power goes up, and there's this constant struggle between them of power, and it just goes back and forth between which is more important, your class or your gender. And it's this huge struggle between them, and it's super interesting. But in the end, the one who wins is the Count, which is her dad, because he's a man and he's rich. And so his influence in the end causes her to kill herself. And so he really wins this debate just by overtaking all of it. So overall, I liked the show. It's not my favorite we've done, but it's by far not the worst. It was super interesting, and I really loved the talks of sex versus class. It's just something that I'm very interested in, and so I really enjoyed that. However, would I recommend it? Based on its length and what it talks about, it makes it hard to not. Simply because it's pretty short. It can't hurt to just read. You can knock it out in a little bit. Like, it took me no time at all. So, I'm going to go ahead and recommend it. However, that's not me saying it's fantastic. It's not the best. But It's pretty good. So if you want to have this talk about sex and class and all of these fun things that I love to talk about, then maybe pick it up. It might be for you. Again, I'm sorry about the whole kidnapping thing. Thanks for not talking to the police, but you wouldn't talk to me any other way. So, all right, well, guess I'll see you around, huh?